Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And I got a bit of a special kind of video here. I have a couple of things I wanted to say. Well, I got three things in particular. So I'm going to start with the first one. What should I start with? Probably the most important part. I'll start most important to the least important. So I have, since tomorrow, if you've been paying attention, I am going to be going live tomorrow, 3 p.m. Atlantic Daylight Time, so ADT, and please join me there because we're going to talk about music or whatever you guys want. It's an open discussion about anything, but I like to keep it positive and I like to keep it about music mostly, but not necessarily that you have to. So I since the last time I went live, I decided I'm going to make some moderators. I knew how to do it. I had kind of forgotten, so I made a whole bunch of people here. I got technically 14 in all. Okay, and I'm going to go through them with you in a moment. So yeah, I wanted to make these people moderators because first of all, they are really cool people that I got to know during my. Some of them I know more personal, like by watching their YouTube channel, and other ones who keep commenting, a lot, and the most of these, of course, most of these people joined me in my live stream here or there. So whenever they're in my live stream, these people, and I don't think I'm going to be making much more moderators than this, unless unless you're like as if you're as cool as these people are, then I'll make you a moderator. I'll just put it that. So here we go. We're going to start, and this is in no particular order. This is not ranked or whatever, okay? It's just completely random, okay? Nobody is above anybody else in this list. They're all equally special for my. So we'll stop at the top. Let's just start from the top with, well, I put these two on the top, of course, because they are my oldest subscribers, okay? They've been there from the beginning. They came from the Trash Talkers, and they're still with the Trash Talkers. I'm still with the Trash Talkers. And so Johnny Five, all the ones with a check mark are people who have channels, so you should check them out. Okay, I'll give you a, and of course Johnny, his channel is Music Time Capsule, which I need to catch up on, and I haven't forgotten about it. I'm going to be dedicating a day or a night there very soon to catching up on some of that, where I'm not going to be doing anything else except for catching up on some of these for sure. Of course, there's Baby Owl, always welcomed here, for sure. Um, I put Larry's both channels. Okay, so it doesn't matter which channel he's with. If he's with the Canadian Stud Muffin channel, he's a moderator, or just as Larry Graves Canadian Stud Muffin channel, that's a moderator too. And Bunky's cow, he's been a really cool guy, and I like the conversations. He's been sharing me some cool stuff about Nirvana here and there, and I think it's fantastic. I love seeing what he brings up with stuff like that. So yeah, you definitely a moderator. Scott Lade from the Frog Corner, and then there's Jack Jack from the Frog Corner. So definitely, I meant sorry, slip of the tongue. I meant the CD Cave. Yeah, there's Scott from the Prog Corner and Jack from the CD Cave. Now for the CD Cave, for the icon, look for the green frog in a red background. Then you know that you're on the right spot. There's Jay Miller, Ignatius B. Sampson, Ethan C. Doug Gilbert. Oop, I got it. I forgot to do something there. Just give me a second once I find my pen. I forgot to put a check mark on one of these. Yeah, I forgot to put a check mark on one of these. Yeah, there we go. I had to make that correction. Yes, Rybies, Glenn Calloway from the basement, Doug Gilbert, especially Ethan C. Oh, everybody in this list. Yeah, you are all definitely, these are my These are my main moderators. There's 13 here in all. So, but there is one more, and that I wrote it on the next page because I double lined and then I ran out of room. But this person here is my best friend, Little Mo. Okay, Maurice Gautreau. I've been hanging out with him today, so I just came back from hanging out with him all afternoon. But that is his channel. Okay, it's called Worldwide Skateboard Punk Rock and Roll Channel. Yeah, don't forget the three dots. There is three dots at the end of it. So that is his channel. He does these little. He does a lot of little shorts about music and stuff, and he also has like posting songs from bands and stuff. So and then of course skateboard. He does skateboard videos. So worldwide skateboard punk rock and roll. So those are all my moderators. So so they will be in charge. They will be in charge for sure on tomorrow afternoon. All right. So now that I got that out of the way, the second thing that I'm going to do is show you what I got. Yes, I'm not gonna know. Just boom! I finally got the rest of the Metallicas. Now I have all the Metallicas. You know, I have Kill 'Em All. I have I have Ride the Lightning and these digipacks. And just a brief little little brain fart. You know, I it always kind of makes me chuckle a little bit how just and I have Beatles albums that do this, and I have AC/DC albums and a few albums. You have the cover, right? But then you take out the booklet and you have the cover again. It's kind of redundant. They could have put a cool picture of the band on the front of any one of those, for like it was. I mean, this is just a holdover from from that, just a random one I just pulled. That when you pull out that, of course, the booklet is the cover, so it's both incorporated in one. But now when they go and make the digipacks, it's a little redundant. Just a little sidebar. but yeah, but yeah, now of course I have the masterpiece of Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. One of my all-time favorite albums of them is Garage Inc. Absolutely. Then uh, then I got the self-titled album, Load. Now Reload. Now Saint Anger. Death Magnetic. So Hardwired to Self-Destruct and 72 Seasons. So now I finally have them all. That means now I have all three versions of The Unforgiven, so I have some sequels here. Mhm. So yeah, yep, Unforgiven 2 is on this, so finally I have the trilogy. I'll open it up for you here quickly before I get to my third little thing here. There's my Exacto knife, right on the edge. And I bought these at Frank's Music, full price. Pretty well. Carl's always a cool guy, and he always gives me a little tiny deal off of it, and I appreciate it so much. It's always, you know, that's the reason why you should go to local stores, regardless of what you think of the price or anything, because it really is competitive enough, and it's worth it. No, it's completely worth it. You gotta. I don't mind paying a little extra because I get great service. I get a little, I get little deals not all the time, and I don't want them all the time, and I never ask for them. I'll never say, "Can you give me a deal?" Depends, and there might be something, if I if I really want something and it's just a little too, I think it's a little bit pricey, maybe, but that's a rarity. So I'm taking off the sticker. It came off pretty easy this time because the way I opened it with the exacto. There is other techniques that you people use where they can where they take off the thing and then take it off that way. But I don't necessarily need to do that. And get in the corner here. There we go. And once I just get that, there we go. Oh, well, that doesn't matter. As long as I can open it, that's all that matters. I can get that later. I I'm not saving the little hype stickers, not for this. They both came with a hype sticker, but I don't really have a place I want to put them. So I'm not putting the hype sticker on it. There, reload. Quickly show you the innards. So yeah, yeah. Now I'm going to probably rank my the I'm going to be doing a ranking soon enough of the albums, and I already did that. I mean, of the covers, the cover art. I do want to actually do a ranking of what I think is their my the least favorite to the best. Yeah, so that's the line. There's no liner notes. It's just a little tiny bit of lyrics here and there. A lot of photos and stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. It's new. And liner notes again. There we go. Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna open up the Enga. Oh, I didn't show you underneath. You should know it. Yeah, of course. Just like with load, it has the same thing underneath. That's not very tight on there. That's pretty loose. All right. So Saint Anger. I'm trying to hopefully make this only 20 minutes long, no longer than that. The next thing I do is not going to take me long to do either. But now, yeah, I might save that hype sticker actually because it's a little bit better than the other one. The other one, basically, yeah, I don't need to put that on there. That's what it says. It says featuring fuel the memory uh, fuel the memory remains and the Unforgiven 2. So but this, there's it has a Metallica, logo on it, the Saint Anger logo. It's a little blurb, so that might be saved. And I think I know exactly where I want to put that on the back cover, hiding the. I'm going to cover up the the barcode. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. It's open yet. Now I'm just going to open it completely. No, let's see if I'm 2 for 2 now. If I can do this next type sticker and get this off properly without tries. I can't see now. This one's not coming as much. See, no. Let's see. I'm gonna try the other corner. Doesn't seem to want to go. I can always cut it off. I'm doing that later. Okay. I don't wanna bore you with that. Let's just get to showing this so I can get to my next little thing. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see when I rank the covers, but this is high up on the list. Yeah, same with that. I think that is so cool. I do like that. Yeah, for the back cover and inside cover, that's cool. That's Puss head. It's a Puss head picture. You see his signature right there, eh? Puss head. I'll put it in the right direction so you can see that properly. Oh, that's upside down. There we go. There we go. Puss head right here. Puss head. So it's not push ed. It's Puss head. And again with a little bit of redundancy, the booklet having to have a. Well, no, actually, no, that's kind of cool. No, never mind. there's a DVD, of course, of behind the scenes making of the album and everything, which I'm gonna be watching there eventually, probably sometime this week. So there's the booklet, which is pretty cool. I'll show you underneath the CD, which is not much, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I do like the design of it. I like how thinner the book is. You know, it's not like a normal, which is pretty interesting that they did that. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool how they did that inside. Well, it's all great. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to listening to that in the headphones. I mean, it's still maybe my least favorite album of theirs, but it's still a pretty awesome presentation. It looks nice. All right, so okay, now that I've done that, I am going to get to the next thing. As you all may or may not know, I am a big Doka Orion fan. I love his little short videos. I even watch some of his longer form videos too here and there. I like to catch up on some of that too because it's pretty inspiring to want to make these concoctions. So I ended up getting some candy and some alcohol, and I'm going to make my own little Doka Ryan concoction. So I got some Malibu rum, and then in about depending on how long it takes, probably sometime during the week or on the weekend. It might be Friday, it might be a little sooner. It depends. But we're going to take the Malibu rum, and I'm gonna stick Skittles, some Skittles in it. I got two bags actually. I don't know if I'm gonna need both bags. So I got two bags, and this is a bowl, basically bowl size, and it's berry. I got the berry one, so I thought this would be a good, a good one to get. So I bought two bags. This time, this time I'm using two jars, one for me, one for my brother. So boom, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna open it, and we're gonna open up the bag, and well, I'm not particularly a fan of Skittles, but I think it'll dissolve better in it, and I think it's gonna be great. So, and how much do I want to put? Let's put the whole bag and see. You know what? Will that be will that be good, or is that too much? I mean, I see when Joker Ryan does it. He usually does it a little less than half. It depends. Sometimes it's about half. It depends on what he put. I watched one today where he put pineapple in this, like actual pineapple chunks in the jar, and with that, and he made a pina colada out of it. So I think I'm just gonna okay. I'm gonna open up the second jar. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some of these out into the jar. I'm gonna go about halfway each. So there's one. There's a little bit in that one, so that means I still have to open this one. I'll probably have to eat the rest. Yeah. So I would say that's about good. I got still about a nice a nice half a bag left for later. You know, there'll be something to munch on while I'm watching Voyager. I'm in season. I just kind of started season 5. I'm on the second disc. I'm probably 7 episodes in. I've been binge watching them like after work. As soon as I come home, I put them on. I watch at least three to four videos every night lately. So I've been catching up. Did all the first season of the of Next Generation. I did season 4, and now I'm on season 5, and I'm riveted. Like I mean, I remember the episodes, but some of them I don't really rightly remember. It's almost like I'm watching them for the first time again. I've only seen Voyager once throughout, and there was a couple of videos, like a couple of episodes I didn't even remember at all. All right, so we got our two jars here, about equal. Let's see, about that's about equal, right? Yep. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. Gonna open up the Malibu rum. If I have some left over after, I'll probably have a little sip or two later. Whoop! I gotta be careful. All right, don't want that spilling too much. Fine. I have some napkins here I can use. Where did I put those napkins? I have some napkins. Oh yeah, I just want to wipe that up a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna very gently pour in the. Okay, I think that would be that's a good amount. Put the jar on, and I don't necessarily need to put it in the fridge either. So I'm gonna be putting that on the shelf, and maybe the day before I open it, or maybe earlier. Yeah, I'll put it in the. Oh, see, look at that! It's already soaking in oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. So let's get the other one going. Yeah, yeah. So I have a Big Eight pop in here. It's the actually it's pineapple flavor pop. Okay, it may be about up to here. I think I'm gonna be pouring. I'll be probably be pouring the rest of that. I have approximately up to here. So I got the rest of that to drink tonight. So I'll probably I'll probably pour that into my pineapple pop, or you call it cola. It's all the same to me. I'm gonna put the lid on that too, and I'm gonna give that a shake. Make sure it's tight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the other one, look at that. It got dark already. But yeah, already you can see kind of where it's starting to get white. Look at that. It's already starting to get white. I put that in first. Already starting to dissolve. That's how fast it's working. Okay, perfect. So, yep, that's what I have. And oh, we're getting up to 25 minutes here, but it's worth it. It has a lot to do, and I wanted to uh, show you a cool time. So yeah, so not only did I make some cool people some moderators for tomorrow, I have two new Metallica CDs, so I have now that collection. All the rest is kind of peripheral. I still may or may not get the S&Ms and such and so forth. We'll see with the time comes. And now we got some drink. Look at that! It's just getting darker and darker by the second. I love it. I love it. All right, so everybody, I'm going to let you go here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, because I will love you forever and greatly appreciate it. And if you comment more, and comment and join me on my live, and I recognize that you're such a cool person. I also might make you a moderator eventually. But right now I have my moderators. And all right, so don't be afraid to hit that like button. Please leave a comment. I do appreciate and love every comment that I do get. And okay, that's it. Everybody, be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace.